Yeah, I know this is kind of scary, and you know, of course, the Bucks lost like they got a 2 game losing streak, so this is on. So what's going on, everybody? We're live, WFSO Aftermath. So I know this is gonna be kind of weird, but only gonna wear this during when we talking about the Bucks. So that'd be the first thing to talk about. Plus, we're gonna talk about results of TNA Bound for Glory, NXT Halloween Havoc, and a comic book and movie news we're gonna talk about as well. So I know we're starting a little bit earlier than usual. Was it like a little bit after 9:30? So yeah, start a little early. And let me try to get this set up so I can do the pre-recorded episode. And I know everybody's gonna be scratching their heads and be scared the hell out of and people gonna be scared the hell out of this. But you know what? It's trick or treating day here in Milwaukee, and ah, yeah, kind of scary. I don't know how anybody can see in this. I really don't know. So, like I said, I know majority of everybody gonna be scared here. And they're gonna looking like, what the hell? But yeah, just put it this way. Just gonna make this content, for today a little bit fun. And plus, it's the wife's idea, and I thought it was a good idea. So, we're about to get started. And some of y'all probably gonna end up being scared. So, we're gonna start it in 3, 2. Hey, what's up, everybody? Y'all see me in this ridiculous mask. So if y'all see me in wearing this mask this season or wearing a flash hat, although I couldn't find my flash hat, so yeah, stuck with this. Which means the Bucks are got a 2 game losing streak or more. So yeah, only one win on the road, and then of course they didn't win on Friday, and of course you see they didn't win today. So yeah, I believe in God, so everything is fine. So for those who just joined in, I'm wearing this mask because the Bucks have got a 2 game losing streak. So we're going to talk about that segment, and plus, like I said, we're going to talk about the results of Bound for Glory, Halloween Havoc, and a couple of box office numbers. Like I believe in Jesus, but I have no religion. So just put it that way. Okay. So if y'all interested like in wrestling instead, you don't want to hear like me talk about basketball, just like you just put it on pause or whatever for the next 10 minutes. So that's what we're going to start talking about. So the Milwaukee Bucks lost 115 to 102, and yeah. Although Brooklyn was not doing good at the 3-point percentage, but Brooklyn ended up making it when it count. I just believe, not a follower. But yeah, you're gonna have people like chatting on live on YouTube, and of course this is a pre-recorded episode as well. And but I'm live here on YouTube and Twitch. God, it's hard to breathe in this mask. I don't know how my wife does it. But anyway, but yeah, seemed like it was okay in the first quarter, but it was like they just couldn't stop the three. And like you have a third option, finally stepping up, but again, you're shooting too many threes. Same thing, with Damian Lillard, shot too many threes, and it just wasn't good. So that kind of, you know, just sucks. So, okay, while we talk about Jesus, we talking about wrestling, talking about Milwaukee Bucks, talking about, you know, box office stuff. So I'm just going to leave that alone. But anyways, we're going to get to like the quarter status because yeah, this game really got me upset. So let's get on to it. So you got the Brooklyn win in the first quarter, 27-25. Second quarter, it was a low scoring quarter. I think it was very low for both teams. You got Brooklyn 21 and Milwaukee 20. So no close game in the first half. Then it was a lot of scoring in the second half. It was very close in the third quarter, 33-35. So it was close to a point. But it was the fourth quarter. That's when the Bucks didn't do as much as they could. A lot of turnovers and just letting Brooklyn just scored the three. So yeah, you too. Um, oh yeah, 32-24. Brooklyn was up that fourth quarter. So mainly Brooklyn led the whole game. And what made it like a little bit interesting in the fourth quarter was actually, the bench players. Some of them was like kind of scoring, and suddenly they came up and yeah, they, the bench has started to score, especially like the young guys. So the young guys were just giving like the Brooklyn young guys problems, and yeah, before you know it, it's all over. So they would have been beaten by 20, but at least some of the young guys end up making it close. So that's why you see 102-115. So we're gonna look at the team status. We're gonna start with the Bucks first. So 33 of 74 was Marvel said 45% from the field. Um, Kind of like a worse 3-point shooting. 10 of 33 with 30.3% from three. Not bad free throw shooting, and not bad from Giannis either. We'll get to him in a bit. 26 of 31 with nearly 80. I'm going to say 84% from the free throw. Sorry about that. Hello. Um, let's see. We got Bucks got 7 offensive rebounds, 36 defensive rebounds with a total of 43 rebounds. And I believe Brooklyn probably will out rebound them, and especially in the offensive rebounds. So we'll get to Brooklyn in a second. Um, I think there's 20 assists, I believe. Yeah, 20 assists, 7 steals, only 3 blocks, and the 3 blocks ain't from Brook. So that part kind of sucks. And yeah, this is probably going to be a season high right now in turnovers with 18. Just ridiculous. They need to learn how to take care of the ball. This is not pretty. So now we're going to get on to Brooklyn. I think their field goal is not that better than Milwaukee, and they still won 39-91 with Bible said 43% from the field. 3-pointer ain't no better. Well, a little bit better than the Bucks were. 16-45 with 35.6%. Might as say that's 36%. Yeah, very good in free throw shooting. 21-23 with 91.3% from the free throw. A little bit better offensive rebounds than the Bucks with 12, with a total of 47 rebounds. So better than the Bucks. 23 assists, 9 steals, 3 blocks. So it wasn't that many, that much, blocking the ball or anything like that, because it seemed like they had a dominant center. The only thing they had was Nick Claxton, but he was like off the bench, which was kind of weird. And their turnovers, they have nothing but 12 turnovers. Now we can try to get to okay. You can leave this channel if you want. Anyways, now we can get to the player status. So we're going to look at that. Well, you have your big three, kind of stepped up a little bit, but normally not their normal numbers, so it's kind of weird. Giannis Antetokounmpo led the team, I should say. 22 points, 4 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 7 assists, 12 rebounds, so double-double. 1 offensive rebounds, 8 of 11 from the free throw, so not too bad. 7 of 11 from the field. Brook Lopez, oh wow, he really didn't do that bad on 3-point percentage, so kind of shocked. Yeah, 15 points, 2 steals, 4 rebounds, 3 of 5 from the 3-point line, and 6 of 9 from the field. Damian Lillard, field goals, not that good. 21 points, 4 turnovers. Yeah, that's crazy with turnovers. 4 assists, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebounds, 10 of 11 from the free throw, 1 of 7 from 3, and 5 of 13 from the field. That's not good. That is not good. Anyways, Gary Trent Jr., 9 points, 2 assists, 3 of 4 from the free throw, 2 of 6 from 3, and 2 of 8 from the field. So he really didn't find his footing in this team yet, which is not good either. And only person, stepped up on the bench, you have Bobby Portis, 16 points, 1 block, 2 assists, 10 rebounds, so double-double. 1 of 1 from the free throw, 1 of 4 from 3, and 7 of 14 from the field. Yeah, somebody from the bench needs to step up. Right now, it's not Pat Connaughton. He didn't do that good. AJ Green didn't do that good. Even Joel Wright, not that good either. So, kind of sucks. But he got a block, so I guess I can give him that. Let's see. I think that's Tim Johnson, I believe. With 13 points. Yeah, Kim Johnson. Okay, yeah, 13 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 of 9 from 3, and 5 of 12 from the field. Didn't have a good shooting night. Dennis Schroeder led the team, and I think he led the game with 29 points. 1 steal, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 8 of 8 from the free throw, 5 of 8 from 3. Yeah, they really had tough D on him, and he still made it. And 8 of 15 from the field. Then you got Cam Thomas. Okay, he led the team. I'm sorry. 32 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 5 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound, 10 of 11 from the free throw, horrible 2 of 8 from 3, and 10 of 21 from the field. This is mainly like Brooklyn just hit the 3-pointers when it counted. Although, they had a horrible 3-point shooting. Hey, what's up, No? Let's see. I think it's Noah Clowney, I believe that's what his name is. So, sorry about this, guys. It's kind of like hard to see me here, but when you got a team that's lose like 2 games or more, you got to put on something silly. So, yeah. Noah Crowley with 13 points, 4 rebounds with 1 offensive rebound, 2 from the free throw, 3 8 from 3, 4 13 from the field. And Nick Claxton from the bench, I still don't know why he's playing off the bench. 10 points, 2 blocks, 1 assist, 11 rebounds, so double-double for him, 5 offensive rebounds, and 5 or 6 from the field. And I think that Zaire Williams, 7 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 or 2 from 3, and 3 or 8 from the field.
Why are you wearing a uniform, man? Why are you wearing a uniform mask?
Hazel will explain it to you, so ask her. Okay,
Uniform mask. But then, oh yeah, that's right. You don't have the flag hat.
It's around.
it's around, we just can't find it. So I just thought this was like the next big thing. And plus, it's close to Halloween, so why not? Yeah, final score, like I said, 115 to 102. Bucks lost to Brooklyn. And their next game is tomorrow, and they go against Boston. So that's going to be a really tough one. So I'm not sure if they're going to win that one either, but we'll see. Go to a recap. They played Brooklyn 4 times this year. Next time they play Brooklyn will be December 8th. They'll be back in Brooklyn for that one. Then the day after Christmas, the Nets will play the Bucks in Milwaukee. So what an after Christmas game, so why not? And the day after New Year's Day, they play them again in Milwaukee. That'll be the final time that the Brooklyn plays against them. So before we move on, we're going to look at the standings. So let's look at that. And sorry, it's kind of like hard for me to like look into this, but it's crazy. And I apologize if I did scare anyone by wearing this on the start of this video. So I apologize. Okay, now Cleveland and Boston are the only 2 teams that are undefeated. Then you got Orlando and Atlanta, only got 1 loss. Knicks and Heat, only 1 loss. Then you got Chicago, Toronto, Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philly, Indiana, Charlotte, with 1 and 2. Then you got Washington is 0-2 and Detroit 0-3. Let's see. Warriors, Thunder, and Lakers from the West are undefeated. Then you got Memphis, Phoenix, and Minnesota, and New Orleans are 2-1. Let's see. Dallas, Clippers, and Spurs are 1-1. Houston, Portland 1-2. Then sorry about that. Everybody else, you got the Kings, Nuggets, and Jazz are 0-2. So some of these big teams are starting pretty bad, including Milwaukee. So that kind of sucks. So if I can find what I'm looking for. So I'm about to take this off now. So I'm sorry if I frighten people. So oh my God.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it was hard to breathe. Okay, so don't have to wear that anymore, and San Francisco is beating the crap out of Dallas, so that's good news. So no, that's it for talking about the Bucks. Now y'all can come back on and we'll talk about TNA Bound For Glory results. So we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, I saw a majority of this pay-per-view. Although, there was a few matches that I really wanted to see, to kind of like slow down. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh, excuse me. And I did see, the countdown to Bound for Glory, the two matches there, and plus with the celebration of the Hall of Famers, which is the co-founder of TNA and Bob Ryder, and also in the Hall of Fame is Rhino. So congratulations to them both. Let's talk about this first match: Ashton Header by Elegance versus Sire Brookside and NXT's Brindley Reese. Um, I believe I was right about this one. Like I said, I wanted Brookside and Brittany Reese to win, but they didn't. So it ended up being Ash and Heather by Elegance winning the match. Let's see, the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. I didn't think this was going to happen, but yeah, there were some returns that was in here. Of course, you got Kazarian started at number 1. Then you got some returns like Rohit Raju. Like he returned, he's in up number 5. Sammy Callahan ended up being, number 8. Let's see. I'm trying to think who else. Trent Seven returned, so that's another return. Was yeah, Rhino was in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. Hell, why not? Probably would have had him in there. Let's see who else was made their return. Yeah, that was it for like all who like made their okay. The Rascals did, like Terry McGill and Zachary Wentz. They did return. Ended up being the final 4 with I think was it let's see, I knew it was the final 4. I know it was Kazarian, Rhino, JDC, and AJ Francis. So yeah, y'all can probably read it from here. So Rhino eliminates JDC. Francis delivers his own gore to Rhino, but Rhino turns it around for elimination. It will end up being the final 2, which was Rhino and Kazarian, and with the low blow and Frankie Kazarian throw Rhino out, and of course, who won the cardio shot was none other than Frankie Kazarian, which he is going to be the referee for the main event later. So I'll explain to y'all how that happened when we get to it in a bit. X Division Championship match. Yeah, I was correct about this one too. Mike Bailey and Vingingo, although it seems like Vingingo did get injured during that, and Mike Bailey, yeah, he retains after just winning it back, and it wouldn't make no sense to have him like lose it again and he won it back. So I don't know what TNA was doing. Ooh, excuse me. Rosemary and Wendy Chu versus Spitfire. Another good match, and Spitfire did retain, and I guess the bad thing that everybody saw that Rosemary kind of turned on Wendy Chu, so maybe that view is going to happen. So we'll see. If it does, then Wendy Chu got her own thing going on in NXT, attacking Tatum Maxey. I hope I got the name right. But anyway, they're gonna have like a casket match for this Tuesday if y'all saw Halloween Havoc. So we'll get to that. Let's see. Okay, then Josh Alexander versus Steve Macklin. I wanted Steve Macklin to win, but I knew, like I predicted, that Josh Alexander was gonna win, and he did. And like I said, not much help because Josh Alexander got his team on there. Kind of sucks. So it's kind of like correct on that one. And the Monsters Ball match, which I missed most of this match, and it's kind of sucked because the feed I was watching was starting to mess up. So both the Digital Media Championship and International Wrestling Championship were on the line in the Monsters Ball. So just some of what I saw was like really brutal, which it needed to be. And PCO did retain both his titles. Um, but yeah, just kind of crazy. Moose and Mike Santana, no, they went 1-on-1. I don't think the Yeah, I don't think the only JDC only one that interfered. The rest of them, they was going to prepare for their match that they had later on. Um, I'm sorry, but that match was the main event. But sorry about that. Um, as I predicted, Mike Santana did win, did beat Moose. Um, one of the triple main events that was going on here, the Knockouts World Championship, Jordan Grace, sorry, defending against Master Slamovich, and what a match! That was one of the good match, and I did predict it right that Master Slamovich did beat Jordan Grace, and now the new Knockouts World Champion. Um, Probably a little bit sported, but that's the only title. No, that's one of the two titles that changed hands. So the second main event, you got Nick Nemeth versus Joe Hendry with Frankie Kazarian as the special guest referee. Um, Parts of this match I missed, and seemed like it was doing good. And you saw that Joe Hendry did like an Eminem tribute when he was like walking in, and the crowd. I was shockingly seeing the crowd, turn on Nick Nemeth, saying, "F Ohio." I'm like, what? That's crazy. I don't know. And you know how some fans are. So as you can see, like Kazaria did try to cash in on his call your shot gauntlet. John Layfield came in. Call him I'm just gonna say JBL. It'll be more easier. Stops of course stops Kazaria and gave him a clothesline from hell. Um I guess Henry was trying to, it seemed like he was trying to talk to JBL. Clothesline to hell him too. So we just want to like, what's going on? Then Ryan Nemeth, of course, Nick Nemeth's brother, tried to confront JBL. They end up, hitting him. So that's kind of shocked. Referee came out and Nemeth did counter the standing ovation into a super kick, then followed by the danger zone to retain the world title. So I was kind of wrong with this match. I thought, Joe Henry was going to win it, then Kazarian was going to cash it in. So that kind of like went out of the way. So Nick Nemeth did retain. So they kind of suffered this momentum for like Joe Hendry. So you're thinking like, what's this going to do for Joe Hendry? Now he didn't win the world title. So we don't know what's going to happen, and it's just, I don't know, everybody going to turn on him because he didn't win it, or wherever the case may be, we don't know. But I don't know. I just think TNA kind of went off the left field with this one. They should have just gave it to Joe Hendry and have him, they had Kanzaria cash it in. So yeah, that's kind of sucks. So the next main pay-per-view will be the one that's going to be beginning of the year on Sunday, January 19th. It will be TNA Genesis. So it will be in Garland, Texas. I think that's like close to Dallas, I believe. I could be wrong. So that's that. Then they talk about Turning Point, which will be on. I know it's on a Friday, but I think it's like a week before Black Friday, I believe. That's what it's going to be. Okay, main event of Full Metal Mayhem for the TNA World Tag Team Championships. Match of the night. And I'm kind of glad they did put this one as the main event because that was match of the night. So there was majority of these matches could have been like they are in the category of a match of the night, but Full Metal and Mayhem match of the night for me. So that's what I picked. But shockingly, the Hardys are the new TNA World Tag Champions. Defeated System and ABC. An injury report, they said Chris Bay ended up getting hurt during the match, and yeah, so we don't know like how serious it is, and I guess we'll find out sometime this week. So yeah, good main event, good pay-per-view. What I'm gonna rate it is like I already picked my match of the night, so that's Full Metal Mayhem. But for grading it, because I'm like majority missed like a match because the feed I was watching was messed up. I'm gonna give this pay-per-view an A minus. So A minus because I didn't see the it was one match I didn't see most of it, and I'm gonna A minus, then I'm gonna also give it a 9 too. So 9 out of 10, A minus. So very good pay-per-view, can't complain. This was I was saw like the one match, which was the X Division. So it was kind of back and forth with that. So yeah, kind of sucks. So next up, we're gonna talk about the results. Halloween Havoc, which y'all probably did see like when it probably just kind of ended like over half an hour ago. So let's get on to the 5 matches. Let's see. Tony Angelo defending the North American Championship against Obafemi in the tables, ladders, and scares match. Yeah. Kind of happened where I predicted that I knew the family was going to get involved, and Obafemi ended up dominating that. Then they, the family ended up getting the upper hand. Start attacking Obafemi, and it ended up getting too much for him, and Tony D'Angelo ended up winning, retaining the title, which I predicted, and it was pretty good that he did too. So I'm glad he did retain, because I didn't want him to just win it, then a month later he lose it. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Tag team match. You got Stephanie Vancouver and Julia go against Raquel Perez, the women's NXT Women's Champion, and Cora Jade. So it was not bad of a match. Got some interesting things like happening, and lo and behold, you have Julia and Stephanie Vancouver end up winning the match. So congratulations to them. Zarya did appear after the match, but she was like, up on the Raptors, not like the Raptors, but by the suites. So she was there just looking down at them. So another challenger for Roxanne if they go that route. So we don't know what they're gonna go. I hate when that happens. But anyways, I think this was 2 of the matches I was wrong about, and this is one of them. Ridge Holland versus Andre Chase in the ambulance match. It's just the treatment they give Andre Chase. It's like he always like losing match after match. Like seriously, I thought it was good, fast paced, and Ridge Holland didn't injure anybody. So for people that's going to say he injured people, so yeah, but Ridge Holland ended up winning the match, ended up putting Andre Chase into the ambulance, and shockingly, I didn't see none of Chase U like interfere in this. So didn't see the return of Duke Huxton or didn't see Riley Osborne, helping them out. So yeah, it was kind of weird. So this has been a straight up or one-on-one match. So I'm just kind of shocked. So this match I did get confused, and I was also wrong about this match. Kalani Jordan defended her North American Championship against all three members of was it Victor Influence? I keep on getting the name wrong. I can't believe it, but we'll just say all three women: Jasmine Mix, Paula Hendry, and JC Jane. So Jasmine Mix was out first. So I thought they was gonna pick one of them to face, but yeah, all three of them ended up facing her. So with Jasmine Mix, Johnny Jory pinned her first. Then JC Jane, she pinned her. Then Paula Henry was last. Then a lot of interference from fatal influence was just like too much. And of course, JC Jane and like I said, Jasmine Mix interfere, and Henley got her one and did a signing wizard and pinned Kalani Jordan for the win. So, dual North American champion, Fallon Henley. So, kind of good for her, but I was thinking that, at least JC Jane should have been the one to win it. Because, we would think we would see her with a solo title and instead of, being a tag champ. But, yeah, that's just me. The main event and then Devil's Playground match for the NXT Championship was Trick Williams versus Ethan Page. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened in this match too, and it was just like crazy. So, of course, Trick Williams did retain the title, which good for him, and it was just crazy. So, like I said, Trick Williams did retain, then Rich Holland out of nowhere ended up beating up Trick Williams. First, Page wasn't like he didn't like that at first, but he was just like didn't do something. So ended up, beating up Williams, and they both were. Then Bubba Ray Dudley out of nowhere, and with the assist and helping on Trick Williams. So we don't know where this is going to lead off. Well, Bubba Ray Dudley was ringing like his busted open radio, and I forgot the Dave guy that was with him too. So I apologize if I didn't get his last name. But yeah, it was kind of interesting, like having like Bubba Ray Dudley in there. So, and of course, him and Devon did sign like a Legends contract with WWE. So who knows what they're gonna be up to or the upcoming weeks, especially with NXT. But then again, it could lead to when they're gonna be in Philadelphia at the old ECW arena on Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. So yeah, this is really interesting and see what's gonna happen with this. Well, grading it and rating it. So this is gonna be strange for me to rate this because it's like conflicted between like a certain grading it. I would give it an A minus as well. It's just like there's just it was just a few things that happened during this PLE event that just didn't seem right, and like I get it, but it just didn't seem right to me. So that's why I give it an A minus. And for the rating of it, I'm gonna give this one a 9 as well. Like I said, those few reasons, and yeah, I'd say why. So probably gonna be nothing interesting to talk about, wrestling news and stuff like that. Oh, touchdown Dallas. They still gonna lose. Um, well, everybody know about the Samantha Irvin news that the reason she left WWE because she didn't like ring announcing. She wanted to be, like a manager or GM or something like that. But I guess according to her, she said WWE had no plans for her but to just stay as a ring announcer, which I think she did pretty good. And it's like I think she's gonna realize later on that she's gonna miss it and be like, maybe I should have never, gave it up. So it's like one of the things you ain't gonna know what you got till it's gone. So it'll give her some time. So we'll see. Um, let's see. Um, oh yeah, and after the fatal influence end up like winning it. So of course Zarya ended up attacking all three of the members of Fatal Influence, and just ended up beating them, and yeah, so maybe she's on the quest to go against the North American title, which it seems like because it seems like the women's title is like really occupied. So you're gonna have Kalani Jordan gonna go after her rematch and stuff like that. So that's probably gonna happen soon. And you got Zarya that's gonna like go after it. So I wonder how long they're gonna stall it until they actually, she actually have a match. So we'll see. Let's see. Feel sorry for Ric Flair's stepson. He ended up killing himself by suicide yesterday. So yeah, that's he's a musician, Sebastian Killer. So rest in peace to him, and my condolences to like Ric Flair and his wife and the rest of the family. So yeah, that's the thing. Like suicide is like a real problem, and it's like especially with people that that's like me that have like mental illness, and it ain't cool. It's just like, of course, you've done a lot of things in life and stuff, and like sometimes your head and your heart is like still empty. It's like you've done everything, but what's left to do in this world? That's how some people feel, and it's just like what just ain't it all. That's how some people are, but October 10th was Mental Health Awareness Day. You got domestic violence that was on yesterday. We were at a event for that, and yeah, just a lot, a lot to take in with with your mental health, and like can be leading like up to suicide. And it's like, what more can you do? But at least we can try to do something. But the only thing I can tell y'all for if you can prevent a friend from doing like or about to commit suicide, the thing I can tell y'all is be there for them. And although it may be they say there's nothing wrong, if you notice in your instinct that something's wrong, then something is wrong, no matter how they what they say and how they present themselves. Always check on your friends, no matter what's going on with them. Just always check on them, and hopefully do all that more. We will prevent suicides from happening. So yeah, let's see. Don't care about the. Well, let's just look at this. AEW finds 3 new trademarks. Maybe related to like maybe upcoming pay-per-views that they're gonna do for next year. So let's see. Oh, of course, Shockwave. Of course, that's and the 3 additional trademarks is AEW Max Month, AEW WrestleMax, and WrestleMax. So maybe WrestleMax would be like a new pay per view because I know they still got to because they still got January and February with no pay per views. So maybe their pay per views ain't going to start in March. So kind of sucks. So hopefully they get their ducks in a row and go from there. So we will see. Um, let's see if there's anything. Ooh, excuse me. And I think I mentioned this earlier. I may have mentioned it on another video today, but in case I didn't, I'm gonna mention it now. Both Ethan Page and Trick Williams did like a video diss track. It's it's crazy. It's I don't even know what to say off of that, but yeah. Um, let's see. Of course, we got new WWE Tag Team Champions, and that's the Motor City Machine Guns, thanks to Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso. So that happened this past Friday on SmackDown. Um, Will Nightingale pulled from CMLL match after suffering concussion. That's kind of sucks. Let's see. Let's just see if there's anything else that we need to talk about before we move on to another subject. So, I think there's really um they ain't gonna talk about Collision. So I did watch Collision yesterday while I was watching TNA Bound For Glory. And of course, like I said, we already talked about the reason why Samantha Irvin did leave WWE. Like it's she can focus on her singing career. That's mainly what's gonna happen. Wait, a major match involving the Bloodline was confirmed for WWE Crown Jewel at the tapings for next week's SmackDown. Let's see. Oh yeah, because they did record this Friday SmackDown. What they because they did both shows in Brooklyn because you know the trip they're gonna make for right at Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel. So that makes sense. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna look at it. I'd rather just be surprised. So it may end up being, you know, as we're probably guessing, it probably will end up being a 6-man tag for you know, Bloodline 1.0 versus Bloodline 2.0. So that's probably what it's gonna be. So shouldn't have read that, but only thing we know is we're just gonna see how. Um I think yeah, that's probably what we're just gonna end it well and talk about wrestling from there. So let's end that talk and let's talk about a little bit comic book movies and TV news. Let's talk about that. Anyways, like I mentioned on the past videos that you know Joker 2, of course, it did hit a milestone for its final weekend on at theaters, which is going to be kind of strange because it didn't really do as good as everybody hoped, but it did pass its the amount of money that it did for production, and it passed that amount. So as you can see, it crossed it like 200 million globally after 4 weeks. And you know, starting this Tuesday, it will be on digital. And rumor has it that in mid-December, the DVD and the Blu-ray is going to be released. So yeah, when the Warner Brothers release had its theater count slashed from 4,102 theaters to 2,857. So let's see. With Joker 2 becoming available on digital this Tuesday, of course, it remains on just 1,243 screens after 24 days of its release. Its 37.6 million opening weekend was lower than superhero flops like Morbius, The Marvels, and The Flash. The film suffered the worst drop ever for a comic book movie when it plunged 81% in the second week in October 11th. And to compare to other R-rated comic book movies of the year, Marvel Studios' Deadpool and Wolverine, of course, earned 211.4 million domestically in its opening weekend, surpassing Joker 2's lifetime total gross in just 3 days. So yeah, let's see, another underperforming. Okay, they talk about Venom: The Last Dance. So they claim that although all the Sunday's numbers ain't in yet, So they thinking that it's going to estimate in the United States it's going to be 51 million. So that's a low opening below Black Adam. Was disappointed when the DC movie opened with 67 million over the same weekend in 2022. So yeah, like I said, with the budget of Joker 2, for they don't, of course, the budget of 190 million, and of course they passed the budget that they made, but still from promoting it and commercials and stuff like that. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, yeah, there it is. 4K UHD Blu-ray and DVD on December 17th. So yeah, that's crazy. Let's now we can look at see they had Saturday's number for Venom 2. So let's see. I know there's two things they was talking about. So although they talking about it this morning, let's look at Saturday's numbers. So we're gonna look at this article first, then we're gonna look at the other one. Let's see there. Okay, we didn't talk about that. Let's see. Venom: The Last Dance saw the franchise lower the main opening with 51 million after 22 million on Friday in previews, and wow, 16.8 million on Saturday, which was yesterday. Yeah. All this went down during the first World Series matchup in 43 years between Dodgers and Yankees. It ain't because of that. Nobody want to see. Well, like I said, I don't like the Yankees at all, but I'd rather have the Dodgers win the whole thing than the Yankees. But that's just me. But yeah, and they thinking, okay, the third one, they graded it a B. And y'all, if y'all want to see like my video earlier today, talk about my review on Venom: The Last Dance, go ahead and check that out. It's right on YouTube, and also you can look at Artrell J's my TikTok page. That review is on there, and like I said, Tuesday we will get the wife's review on the movie as well, because she's going to see it with me. So we'll just see her point of view on Tuesday. So we got that number, and let's see what other thing they're talking about. Well, from what they're saying, it may gonna be on this opening weekend, may worldwide. They thinking they're gonna predict that it's gonna hit 175 million globally, opening with a monster hits from overseas international box office. So, and we don't even have Sunday's numbers up yet. So, sometime tomorrow I will like talk about that and and post a video up about it, so you get a chance, see it yourself. So refresh from the latest. Solely Venom: The Last Dance had come up with 175 million global opening, which is slightly lower than what we saw yesterday, but still well ahead of our pre-weekend projections. While domestic misstep landed at 51 million, overseas overpowered at 124 million from 64 markets and led by a powerful China debut. The franchise has now reached 1.5 billion worldwide. What they mean, like all three of the Venom movies. Well, I thought the first one made a billion. That's kind of weird. I swore I thought the first one did made a billion worldwide. I don't know. Let me write this down. www.wik Okay, yeah, I had to look at something before we end the show because I believe that the first Venom made like a billion worldwide. So let's go with that now. Let's see Venom movie. Okay, let's see what the first one made. Oh, it was close to a billion. Okay. So the budget was 100 to 116 million with the box office numbers worldwide was 856.1 million. So of course it made a lot more than of course it like made a lot more than everybody expected. So let's see. Um where is it? There we go. Venom Let Them Be Clients. I know it made a little bit less, but let's see. The budget was 110 million, but it did make more worldwide. So and 506.9 million. So it was already like over a billion for like both of those movies combined. Okay, and let's look at they probably ain't gonna say the official number. And I wish they stopped sending that for people. Okay, budget. Okay, this one was a little bit higher, like 120 million, and right now they're saying the box office worldwide it made like 175 million. Of course, it already made the amount that it was budgeted in. So, but then again, like I said, we still gonna wait on Sunday's number. We ain't gonna jump to conclusions because they probably just had the like last showing of it, and probably people will buy like the last minute. It's kind of the same thing that happened where I was at the theaters today. Like I was just only expecting me and somebody else bought it, but it was like six more people that got their tickets like the last minute. So crazy things that happen. You never know. But yeah, like it already made already made its budget and just got to see if it can at least like double that. So if they can double that, that would be about 240 million. So they halfway there. So let's see if they can do it. Because you never know, they might do it next week. Um, but yeah, like I said, just mainly just saying that yeah, they even jumps to conclusions before it's up there. Yeah. So right now it's like over there's over a billion. But then again, you got like more weeks to go, so you never know who's gonna make more. Um, we'll see. Um, let's see. Venom Legend has jumped on 50.8 million from 64 overseas markets through Friday, as noted yesterday. See below. Despite the domestic underperformance of full global weekend, look to come in at 180 million, which will bring the franchise total to 1.5 billion. Okay. Like we said, tomorrow we'll probably will talk about today. But we will talk about these numbers, Sunday's numbers, and the total combined. So they already predicted that it's 175 million in the worldwide. and only made like 50 million in United States. You never know. But we'll see. If y'all guys like content like this, please, like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Either you're watching the pre-recorded episode or you're watching the live. Thank you guys that's watching on Twitch. Appreciate the support. There'll be more live videos to come, so stay tuned for that. And I will try to inform everybody when the next time we'll be on live for Twitch. So probably the next time we're probably going to be live will be tomorrow. Talking about the Bucks and Celtics game, which right now is not looking that good. That this Bucks might lose to the Celtics. Although I hate saying that, but it's just right now it's not looking good. So go for that. And after you guys on YouTube, thanks for the likes on here. But please subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get up to 500 by the end of the year. So hopefully we will get there. So, praying on it. Let's see. Like I said, over 21,000 videos here on YouTube. So get to check them out. Like I said, there's gonna be some videos up tomorrow and some Tuesday, and of course you have other shows like you got WFSO Top 10 that's gonna be on tomorrow. Then you got WFSO After Dark that's gonna be on Wednesday live. Then you have, I know Friday we're gonna talk about Crown Jewel, like the prediction on that, because that's coming up. And Thursday, of course, you got Exclusive. So you get a chance, like check those past episodes and wait for those new episodes to come up this week. Thank our sponsor, Toy Dimension. So you're interested in comic books and they didn't call it anything. That sucks. So anyways, you're interested in comic books, collectibles, like from comic books as well. Also Funko Pops and big collections, like Star Wars or WWE figures as well. They do have those. So get a chance, check it out. They do have a Facebook page. And if you're in Milwaukee area, you can check them out at 5925 West North Avenue. They're open from Monday through Saturday, starting at 4 p.m., I should say. So anyways, also check out the website, please. I appreciate y'all checking out the websites and stuff so far, and I appreciate it. So keep continuing that. Website is wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. Check out for upcoming events, and also check out photos that we take and a lot of other news like Buck stuff and all that good stuff. So once again, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the likes. Until the next video, you guys have a good one, and please follow me on Twitch if you're on there. So see you later. Y'all have a good one.
Will you be okay with them like that?